Today's adventure brings us into Virginia City, Nevada, one of the original mining towns. And just driving in here, I had no idea what to expect, but I honestly feel like I'm back in the 1800s. From wood plank sidewalks to many, many saloons. There's a train in the background. There's a sheriff's office. There's cowboys out in the street. Let's go exploring. This is going to be a lot of fun. Are starting out here at the Mackay Mansion. It is pronounced Mackay, not Mackay. And it was built in the 1860s, and it was one of the only buildings to survive the Great Fire of 1875. It was the headquarters for Mackay, Fair, Flood, and O'Brien, known as the Silver Kings of Comstock. They do have tours here, and apparently ghosts. Guided night investigation. That actually sounds like a lot of fun. Here are the Bonanza Kings headquarters. Events that took place in this mine, office, home would change course of American history and the world. Built by George Hearst, father of William Randolph Hearst. The great Hearst fortune began here on $400 of borrowed money. Later acquired by John Mackay, became headquarters for the Bonanza firm, the largest silver strike in world history. This is the wood plank sidewalk I was talking about earlier. Very, very unique. Now, in the heyday of Virginia City, they had at one point 100 saloons. That's a lot of alcohol. And one of those saloons was the Red Dog. And in 1968, Janis Joplin actually played there. Try to zoom in up top. You can go upstairs after your shot of whiskey for some painless dentistry. And then if you really got in trouble, you'd go next door to the law offices. Acquittals in most cases. I could definitely go for a room for $1 though. Barrels of candy, barrels of fun. And holy barrels, Batman. That is a lot of candy.
Where are you going? I just see what's there. What'd you get? Mushrooms. Oh,
This is a lot of candy. Definitely would need that painless dentistry down the corner. I'm not sure about the chili mango taffy. The Territorial Enterprise. Near the site, November 3rd, 1860, was published the first territorial enterprise under a Virginia City dateline. Born 1858 at Genoa, the enterprise was to become a celebrated property of the Old West, whose editors, Joe Goodman, Rollin Daggett, Mark Twain, yes, the Mark Twain, Judge C.C. Goodwin, achieved immortality in Western legend. This marker in place November 3rd, 1955 to mark 95 years of the Nevada Letters. So Mark Twain wrote for the Enterprise from 1862 to 1864, and there really was not a lot to write about. So he would actually make up stories about murders and robberies, and it actually really upset some people of the town. Samuel Clemens, better known to the world as Mark Twain, penned a letter dated February 3rd, 1863, to the Territorial Enterprise from Carson City, complaining of a party that kept him awake for 48 hours, signing the letter, "Yours dreamily, Mark Twain." This would be the first use of the famous name. This is the infamous suicide table. The table got its name in the late 1800s after what happened to three owners. The first being Black Jake, who lost $70,000 in one evening and shot himself. The second owner, whose name is lost to history, ran the table for only a single night. Unable to pay his losses, it is believed that he ended his life. Other accounts say it was done for him. And the third victim, on a stormy night, approximately a decade later, a half-drunk miner stumbled in and bet a gold ring against a $5 gold piece. By morning, the miner had won over $86,000, a team of horses, and an interest in a gold mine. The owner lost everything, becoming the table's third victim. It's worth mentioning that in 2019, an explosion inside the Delta Saloon, causing extensive damage. The table survived, only with very minor damage from dust.
Go the wrong way!
Here's the Story County Courthouse and Jail. Looks like it's still used today. This two-story jail was completed in 1877 and featured 10 individual cells, each of which had bunk beds and state-of-the-art plumbing for the day. Women were housed on the second level and men on the first floor until 1963, when the U.S. Supreme Court ruled that males and females could not occupy the same facility without being physically separated. You can tell this was very much of the Victorian time. All of the ornate you gotta love the humor. Do not sit on top or touch bicycle. This thing is older than you. Yes, it is. It's probably older than your grandma. Got the Bucket of Blood Saloon, a tourist's favorite hotspot. Something that caught my eye, Wild Horse Gallery. Tombstone, Ponderosa, Bonanza.
There's coffee and there's creamery right there.
Mr. Sam Elliott. Now there is actually one street light in town, and nobody pays attention.
Here for the fun.
Grandma's fudge.
No, you
Oh, I gotta keep walking. That smells way too good.
3:30 just fine. Wild West Shootouts, last show of the day, up by the bell tower, gunfire.
Fine jewelry and gems.
wait.
That was... You can do tours of some mines. I could go for those pajamas. Just saying. For a good time Open the door for $1. I wish I had $1. Hey, there's a Zoltar. That is really cool.
The salon box. That stuff is a little salon box. It's a Japanese thing. They sell it here. It's like a Ben Gay.
Why walk around half dead? Let us bury you for $22. Hot tub and shave, 10 cents. I don't know if I could fit in there. And here we have the famous St. Mary's in the Mountains Roman Catholic Church, Nevada's first Catholic church, established in 1876. The original church was built in 1868, but it actually was destroyed in the fire of 1875. Known as the Bonanza Church because of the rich silver mines of the last century, this mother church of the Comstock Lode traces its history to 1858 when Reverend Joseph Gallagher offered the first Mass in Nevada. His brother Reverend Hugh Gallagher opened the first Catholic church in Virginia City in 1860. Destroyed by the winds of the following winter, this church was replaced in 1864 when Reverend Patrick Montague erected a new church a block away from here. The present church, originally built in 1868, was seriously damaged in the Great Fire of 1875, but rebuilt in 1876. Today, St. Mary stands here as a treasure of the Old West and is now recognized as a National Catholic Historical Site. I appreciate all of you for hanging out, spending time with me here in Virginia City, Nevada. If you guys ever get the chance to come here, highly, highly recommend it. It's been absolutely amazing. Although now the wind's picking up, so on that note, I appreciate all of you for watching, taking your time out of your day, leaving a comment, and who knows where we're going to end up next.